Right, hello everyone, this is ProductShard, and today we're going to be going over this week's gun of the week, which this week is the silenced or suppressed Balista, whichever you prefer to say. Can't remember which one it is actually in Black Ops 2, whether it's a suppressor or a silencer, but it is the Balista with that, and this is a very weird weapon, which you see a few people using and not doing particularly well with, and I'll be going over why later, but basically, having the suppressor on it in regular game modes means that it's only a one-shot kill to the chest or upper chest and the head. Any leg or arm shots, you're going to be getting hit markers, and this forces you to be very, very accurate with it and play pretty damn defensively. Because if you're not playing defensively, you're going to get hit markers when you try and quickscope them. If you're not pro accurate, and then you start doing quite bad. And it gets very slow and very bad and boring. But basically the way you're going to be using this is, well, in anything. But putting the suppressor on and having a class where you've got Ghost or Lightweight and then Cold-Blooded and then maybe Dead Silence or something, and being as pro-ninja as possible. But instead of running up to people and maybe knifing them and stuff, which most people do, instead you're going to be sitting back, defending objectives and playing really, really stealthily, trying to find a nice bush to hide in, and then kind of sitting back and sniping people, getting nice headshots and upper chest shots to try and get those one-shot kills, and pretending you're not there, and trying to make it so that nobody knows where you're coming from or where you are, having a few different spots to change between so the kill cams don't catch up to you. And also maybe going into hardcore, but I'll explain that a little bit later. But playing like this, you're gonna get pretty frustrated to start with, because you probably will be getting a few hit markers, and it'll be going really, really slowly, especially not on Search and Destroy really, but on things like Domination, where you think, oh right, I'll cover the B flag. You'll find a nice spot to lie down in, and you'll cover it, and then somebody will come up behind you. And when you fire a shot from this sniper, well, any sniper in Black Ops 2, I don't know why they made it like this, but basically your bullet has a huge trail behind it, and that goes straight back to you, meaning that whoever you fire at, if you do miss, then they're also going to know exactly where you are. And because of the range on most weapons in this game, they're going to be able to kill you very, very quickly. So you do have to be extremely accurate, but if you can find a nice place where no one can find you, and you're getting those one-hit kills, and you're doing really well, then no one's going to know where you are, and you can actually rack up some really nice kill streaks, especially on Search and Destroy. I managed to get a Merciless with this and the TAC-45, but for some reason the game in theatre only saved the first 3 minutes of it, and I checked everyone else in the game and it was the same, so I wasn't able to record that, which was really annoying because I wanted to have it, mainly for this but for other things. Because that was just probably the second Merciless I've ever got in Search and Destroy, and that was kind of annoying. But especially in Search and Destroy, this is a class which is really, really good, because you can stay back and you know where they're going to be spawning every single round, and you can go back to you can go the left side one side, left side one round, right side the other round, and you'll always have a new spot, so they won't know where you are. They just know that if you see them, then they're dead. And that's quite fun to find a nice little Overwatch spot. For different maps, it's pretty difficult. Turbine is probably the best map you can ever get for using this gun, because there are such nice spots which you should see in some gameplay at some point. There are some great spots where you can sit up and protect the bombs from the other side of the map completely. And when they are going to either plant the bomb or defuse it, they're obviously going to be standing still the entire time, which means you can line up a headshot really nicely and really easily, and that means you can get a nice kill from across the map, and no one will have any idea where you are. So S&D is really, really good. It's a kind of ninja class, but it's more to do with staying back and playing defensively, rather than rushing into their spawn and getting behind them or lying down next to the bomb, but it is pretty good for that. Now, the other way you can use this is by going on hardcore. I was going on hardcore capture the flag because obviously there are two set sides for that. You can find a nice spot where you can kind of see where they'll be coming from their side of the map, and you can just stay there and snipe them as they try and come and get to your flag. This was kind of fun because obviously there are no kill cams. You always get a one-hit kill, even if you put the suppressor on. If you hit them in the foot, they're going to die in one shot. And that is kind of nice to have because you can use it like you normally would. But because there's no name, because you got cold-blooded, there's no kill cams, you can stay in one spot for basically the entire game. The only annoying thing is obviously the trail behind the bullet. They're going to see that. And it will show your spot if you don't hit them. But if you do hit them every time, they're going to have no idea where you are. And you can just stay there and rack up some nice kill streaks. I wasn't able to rack up kill streaks because I'm generally poor at hardcore. But even though I wasn't able to get good kill streaks, my KD was still very high. Because they just can't find you to kill you. Because you're not running around, you are just staying in one place, and anyone that comes near you, you're going to kill them. And also having a pistol on, if they do come too close, you can switch to that pistol, even if it's suppressed, and generally get a one-hit kill at basically any range with that and kill them. Now, you're always going to be wanting to run a pistol with this class, because if you do get close to people, you do not want to be relying on quick-scoping them, because if you do get that hit marker, you are dead, basically. Because you won't have time to cock back the pin, or the bolt, yeah, the bolt, and take another shot, so you'll always be wanting to switch to your pistol when you go into buildings or when you're trying to run to a new place to hide. Your pistol is going to be the most useful thing possible there, and it is going to save you a lot of the time and actually get you quite a few of the kills, opposed to this actual gun itself. But the one thing I wanted to say is that this weapon should be absolutely brilliant for stuff like demolition, and if you can get it to work properly, it is really good. But it is so difficult to actually get to a place where they won't see you and be killing them in those one shots, and normally the trail wouldn't be there behind the bullet, so even if you did miss, they'd just hear a bullet go past and have no idea where you are. But because of the close quarters, generally the maps being really small, and this game is just really strange. It has no grassy areas in half the maps, and there's just not places where you can hide in that sort of same way as you could in stuff like MW3, and it just doesn't have sniper spots really. And if they did have that, this gun would be absolutely brilliant for stuff like demolition. Anytime anyone walked up near the bomb, you could nice easily get a headshot on them, and they would just have no way to be able to plant. And if you had one or two of you sniping like that, one of you covering each bomb, your team would do so well. But unfortunately, the game isn't made like that. That's more like a Battlefield thing. If they had demolition in Battlefield, this would be a great gun, and a lot of people would probably be using it. But unfortunately, it's not like that, and that would just make this gun amazing. Now, people may be saying oh, why don't you just use the SVU? I personally like to have the bolt action thing. That just makes it feel a lot nicer for me. I think that's much better, rather than just spraying at people. It just means that taking that one shot and needing to get it means you will only take the shot when you're on them, and you if you're not very accurate with your sniper, try this for an hour or so and you'll probably find that by the end you're actually a lot more accurate, so that could help you out. It's not the best weapon, as you will find out, but it's still kind of fun. So I hope you enjoy using it if you do try. It's a bit different, and I've already got next week's Gun of the Week ready, which you may see in quite a few of the clips. The real star of this week, the gun, was not actually the Balista that I found out, but the Balista was still fun. And it was nice for ninjaing, and also if you want to get a nice ninja defuse, go up to them with the Balista and shoot them in the foot, and it does 90 damage. It won't kill them, but they will get very scared. So cheers for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, or this class is fun and everyone loves it. But cheers for watching, and I will see you next time.